What's up, nerds? We here? Listen, I figured it out. The Game of Thrones video I did, ranking them, fucking popped off a little bit. So now we're here with another show that I love dearly, Supernatural, ringing off 15 seasons of it. And my sister Sarah's here.
And Bella.
And I guess my wife's dog, but I guess our dog too, little Jack Russell, Bella.
Bella.
If only my laptop didn't explode when I used the webcam. But anyways, we're here. Sarah, it's been a long time since I've watched a lot of these seasons. Sarah's currently rewatching them. Are you in season 10?
Yeah.
Season 10. Alright.
Bella, your nipples are very pronounced.
They always are. Alright, so these are our tiers. Like the S tier is Carry On from that amazing song. Awesome Sauce. I think Dean said that at one point. Pudding! Dean screaming from that one episode in season 4. Yellow Fever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I lost my shoe.
I lost my shoe.
God, that was such a funny moment. Sam was so sad. Anyways, let's get started. Season 1. Fucking Carry On, brother. I don't think we gotta talk about it. It was just a glorious way to intro? Yeah.
To intro.
I would say these, like, the first 3 seasons, there's something about them. They just feel like so nostalgic. They feel like old-timey. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like the first 3 years before angels get involved and the universe expands so drastically. And they're just like 2 boys in a car with a little arsenal and a dream. They have their dad's journal, and that's like their only like source of information.
And it's just funny because like they don't know anything.
They don't know nothing. And everything about this season, it just was awesome. Trying to find Jessica's killer, John, their dad, trying to find him. That episode, Home. There's like individual episodes in this season that I can just pinpoint and pick out and be like, those are classics. Home. They get to go home. Fantastic.
I really like the Bloody Mary episode.
The Bloody Mary episode scarred me for the longest time. And now I rewatch it and I'm like, I mean, it's not even that scary. No. But for a while it was
scary.
It was terrifying. And that's something else. The first couple of seasons, they're like genuinely got like this horror vibe to them. It's something they just can't create in later seasons. The CGI wasn't the best, but I mean, it was 2005, and they were on a small budget. It's not like 10 years from there at that point. So, yeah, season 1, fucking excellent. Sam, Dean, we get to introduce to Bobby.
God, I just realized he's 20 years old.
Yeah, 20-year anniversary. This is what this is for. 20 years of Supernatural, brother.
God,
-5.
So old.
God, me too. I remember when the very first episode aired. I was almost 7. I think we had just moved, right? And
yeah, because I would have been 14.
Yeah. So and I remember being like, this is not going to be a show for me because I'm almost 7 and this is scary. And then I watched it. I think Mom was like, you probably shouldn't watch this. And then I watched it anyways. Because you, Jess, and Dad were also watching it. And, oh man, but anyways, perfect. I don't think it can get any better. And I kind of like that the budget wasn't that high and the CGI was kind of not great. Because, I don't know, it gives it like this vibe to it, bro. You have any? The Scarecrow one.
The Scarecrow one's good.
Yeah.
Just trying to think.
The Wendigo one.
The Hell House.
The Hell House one.
When they're playing pranks on each other.
Yeah.
And Dean puts that itching powder in Sam's pants. And he's like, I think I'm allergic to our detergent. And Dean's just like, yes.
Ghostfacers was in that one. Bobby gets introduced at the very end. Meg gets introduced at the end. Of course, Meg isn't that big of a character at the moment, but
She plays a pretty big part.
yeah, later on. Season 1, don't think you can really I don't think you can argue with this. Carry on, brother. Season 2, honestly, okay, wait a minute. Let me think about this. I did briefly go over, Sarah, how I would rank each season once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just did that a couple weeks ago with you. Or maybe a week ago. Who knows? And let's see, season 2 saw our first big bad get taken down. Azazel. Right?
Yeah, the
Yellow
end
Eyes.
is kind of where their whole story kind of wraps up because they finally kill Yellow Eyes. Their dad is put to rest officially.
Well, it's not even that, right? So this is why I love the first 5 seasons. Because the first 5 seasons does something that the entire series isn't able to do. They tell this one collective story that just keeps getting, layers just keep getting added to it. From Azazel to you get Ruby in there, and then Lilith, and then Lucifer. And that was why Eric Kripke, the original showrunner or whatever, that was the ending. Season 5 was his ending. And that's why he left, and then they continued on without him. And I think that was something else. He left, and something about the vibe never truly got back to it. There's great seasons later after that.
He completely left. He did.
Mm-hmm. He completely walked away. He said that was the end of my story. At least I'm pretty positive about that. Season 2 starts off with a banger because of how season 1 ended. They're all in the hospital. John sacrifices himself, and it starts this Winchester. Are you looking it up? Yeah. Okay, she's on her phone. She's looking it up. Eric Kripke is the guy that does The Boys on Amazon. Mm-hmm. It starts off with a big bang, and John gets killed tragically because we really didn't get to spend a lot of time in season 1. Focused so heavily on finding him, and then he's just dead in season 2, which that kind of bothered me for a long time. But now I'm like, I think it's kind of perfect. It sets him the path down the path that we ended up getting, and what we got was pretty awesome.
I would say season 2's up there with season 1, personally.
The only thing is that there's not as many episodes that I definitively remember. Obviously, the first one, and then I remember the one where Dean confesses to Sam about this little secret that John made. Yeah. And then, of course, the last 2 episodes.
Which I really like that episode where he confesses because it's like the Roanoke.
Yeah.
Episode.
That's a great episode. Yes. I love that episode, bro. Love that so much. And then there's that episode with the psychics start making more of an appearance in this one. There was one episode in season 1 about the psychics, and that one
with
kid.
Missouri,
yeah. And then season 2 kind of picks that up and continues on. We get to meet a lot more of them, setting up for the finale of season 2. My opinion, I think it's a little worse than season 1, personally. Oh yeah, I'll put it right there. I'll put it right under season 1. All right, I'll do that. Season 3, boy. Oh man, I love season 3, brother. I love season 3. I'm putting up above season 1. So I love season 3 so much because Dean has a year left, right? And so there's just this anticipation of they're gonna find a way to get around it, right? Throughout the entire season, you have a year where it's like they'll figure something out, right? They have to figure something out. Dean's a main character. You can't just kill off main characters. This isn't Game of Thrones. We don't do that here. Well, too fucking bad because that's what happens. He dies. He gets ripped open by hellhounds at the end of the season. Of course, that doesn't last, but of course it didn't. It wasn't supposed to. Of course, Ruby gets introduced. There's a specific episode in here with the seven deadly sins. I really like that episode. Um, Ruby is pretty awesome because she comes in as like a protagonist despite being a demon, and you find out next season that it was all a thing. It was all ruse. Um, oh man, season 3, phenomenal stuff. I think this was, you know, 1 and 2 had pretty great acting from Jensen and Jared, but I think this does it. This one like kicked it up a notch, dude. Because Jensen Dean, he like you could feel that he didn't want to die, but he kept like pushing it down and throwing it to the side and telling Sam not to worry about it, and that he just wanted to live his life, wanted to do some good, and but you see it like every episode. It wears on him more and more. Um, the ending with Lilith, dude, Lilith. Outside of Lucifer, I think Lilith is just one of the greatest villains in this show, dude. Especially when she was a little girl, bro. That was so like just seeing that little girl in that white dress covered in blood. That's unsettling, to say the least. She just kills her family. Yeah, I don't think I like you very much. Just kills her fucking grandpappy.
You're just a mean old man.
You're just a mean old man. And she has blood all over her dress.
Right. From what I can see, it says that he was the writer for 327 episodes.
Oh shit! All right, all right. Pretty sure he left, but whatever.
See, I didn't know if he left or just kind of stepped back and didn't
Maybe
play as big a role.
maybe that's what he did. I don't know.
That's just what this says.
But that's where I'm at so far. Season 3 is above season 1. Okay. All right. Season 4, in my opinion. Although I'm going to tell you all up front, the first 5 seasons are my favorite. I think season 4 takes a little step down. You know, still pretty awesome. Put it up here. Put in awesome sauce. Angels get introduced. Castiel, fucking greatest, one of the greatest characters of all time. I love him so much. I love Misha Collins too, but I love Castiel so much, so much. Um, Crowley gets introduced, and bro, I love Crowley too. It's a shame what they did to him. I mean, I loved it, but it's a shame because this man, so good. So good. And we learn about the 66 seals. And, well, we learn that there's like 600 seals, but only Lilith has to break like 66. And Dean comes back to life because of Cass. That was really awesome. And again, the acting on Jensen's part is so good. Him explaining how he spent 40 years in hell, and that scene there explaining all that was top tier, dude. Um,
And then this says that he did leave.
after season 5. So conflicting responses. All right.
I feel like he left and didn't like play as big a role, but he still had like a hand in it.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I'm going with. Anyway, season 4.
Yeah.
Lucifer's here.
Well, not yet. Well, at the end. And then I love the big twist with Ruby.
Wait, yes, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, Sam.
Season 3, Dean dies. Season 4, he comes back. Cass is here.
angels, Zechariah. And for the longest time, I thought Zechariah was an archangel. For like years, I'm telling, like well over a decade, I thought Zechariah was an archangel.
I mean, he
He's
certainly
nuts.
acts like it.
Yeah.
The uppity attitude and stuff.
Perfectly played by that actor, by the way.
Oh my
Fucking.
God.
Imagine if he stuck around. Oh my. But yeah, for the longest time, no, he's just like a high level seraphim. Something that Castiel became later on.
Yep. Sam was fucking Ruby and drinking her blood.
Yeah, that was wild seeing him.
And Dean was like,
Sam. I will say something. I wasn't like a. It's not really a dog on season 4, but it's like after season 4, the whole psychic abilities just disappear. Like they're just they kind of just drop that storyline. They come back for an 8 episode in season 5, and then that's basically it. And I'm like, this was such like a big part in the early seasons, and then
him just having these visions and stuff.
Visions and could kill demons.
And I liked that. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It added a new. And
then they just
added a twist to it.
And it never came back. Not even premonitions. Like, all right, bud. And this was like also the first season where we got to see Sam and Dean like physically fight each other, I think. And which was wild at the time.
Technically, they fought each other in the very first episode.
Well, yeah. That was just more of a goofy goof.
Goofy goof.
Well, Sam didn't think it was a goofy goof, but Dean thought it was. But Dean found it very goofy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they fight in every episode, so
they banter with each other.
Maybe it's just because nowadays they do. They're so on the odds in like season 10 and stuff.
And then of course at the end,
4, we meet the 4 horsemen, right?
They come up with Lucifer at the end because this is season 4 is when like the light comes from the Hell's Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they rise with Lucifer.
I was thinking they came before him to help bring him about.
No, they didn't show up until season 5.
Oh, okay.
And of course, the big twist with Ruby having her own plan the entire time. I've actually always wondered, maybe Ruby and Lilith were in cahoots the entire time because Lilith knew she was the final seal. So she knew she was preparing herself to die. Mm-hmm. So, like, I feel like it would have been, like, amazing if it would be revealed that they were in cahoots.
Yeah.
But
it would make sense.
It would make sense.
It never did say.
Nope, it never did. And of course, Big Bad Lucy, Supernatural's greatest villain, enters the fray. And that was one of the greatest cliffhangers of all time. The episode ending with that shining ray of light coming out of the cage, bro. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. I think I've convinced myself. I will say
basically the first 5 seasons are going to be at the top. The rest of them are just going to get worse from there.
Season 5, I'm just going to tell you now. I'll put it there. I love this season. I love season 5 so much.
I feel like this is the season where the brothers really start to drift apart.
Yes.
Just because Dean feels like he can't trust Sam because of what he did and the part he played in bringing Lucifer out. And I don't know, I just feel like they never really find that brotherly bond that they had in the first couple seasons.
That's crazy. I've never thought of that.
Yeah. As I'm rewatching them, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, they just don't have it anymore.
But this was really cool because they pitted the brothers against each other with Dean being for Michael, right, and Sam being for Lucifer. Nick, the guy that plays Nick, fucking give this man an Oscar.
I know, right?
Excellent stuff. Gone for this family man.
I don't want Sam to be Lucifer just because I want him to stay around.
I want Nick to stay around as Lucifer. There's something.
He's so great.
He's kind of like Negan from The Walking Dead. He's just he's kind of humorous. He's kind of like
sarcastic.
you can banter with, and then he'll snap, and everything around him will explode into a blood
Right.
puddle, and he's like,
Like, dude,
"Oops." I love it. Lucifer, he is sinister. He's sinister, babe. Okay,
he's sinister, babe.
he's dark sided.
Dark sided. That's right.
He's the greatest villain, dude. He's got like this sinister humor, sarcastic, uh, ominous, eerie.
He makes me like want to have a drink with him, but at the same time, I'm scared to death he's gonna make me explode.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that episode where he kills like a dozen guides or whatever, including Odin, by the way. Odin was one of them. And then he kills his brother, quote unquote. Not really, but Gabriel gets revealed, the trickster, who has been like this reoccurring villain throughout the first 5 seasons. And there's like, why won't this son of a bitch die? Well, because you keep stabbing him with wooden stakes, and he's an archangel.
Yeah.
So there was all of that, and then the Horsemen, specifically Death. That was so cool. How their rings was the key to the gates of to the Lucifer's cage. Thought that was so cool, and they never brought that back.
I wish they had done more with the Horsemen.
Yeah, well, because 3 of them just disappear.
Yeah.
Death is a recurring occurrence, but like,
yeah, they kill the other ones.
Yeah. Well, they just cut their fingers off. They get their rings, and then they just disappear. But Death, he's like, I'm constant. But I love that little bit of lore where Death is like, I could be older than God. I think it's pretty clear that he's not, but he's like, I could be. And he's like, and at the end of time, I'll reap God. And we're like, God is never going to show up in this show. And then Kripke was like, yeah, he never is. But then everyone else was like, but he is. And then season 5 even
to find out, he's been there the whole time, fucking Chuck.
Yeah, really. Chuck is introduced in this season as a prophet writing a book called Supernatural because of these visions he's getting of Sam and Dean.
Do you think he knew the whole time that he was God?
Yes, 100%.
And he was just playing them?
Yeah, because at the end of season 5, they let off with one of the greatest cliffhangers. This is why I was like, this would have been a great ending to the show. Because after Sam falls in, right, with Adam, something else I'll get to in a minute. And they go into the cage, Michael, Lucifer, and Sam. And then Cass shows up and heals Dean and blah, 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 blah. And then it reveals Chuck in that all white suit. He says the end on the laptop, I think, right, for his last book. And then he just gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he's God. Like, he's literally God.
Mm-hmm.
Playing all of you a fool. And I think that would have just been awesome ending. Just that. So everyone could just speculate for the rest of time. But because they kept going, it's like, it was almost inevitable that eventually they would have had to bring him back. Eventually. It was like inevitable. They had to create lore and a mythology around it, where he'd been, and blah, blah, blah. But the whole thing with Lucifer and Michael, the final episodes there, awesome. Bobby being exploded. No, it's Cass. Cass got exploded. And I think Bobby's neck was broken. And we're all just like, what the fuck is happening? Hey! Ass butt! That is something else. Castiel as a comedic relief is just something to be admired. Something that needs... Misha Collins, you need to be, like, observed. You need to be studied. You need to be, like, experimented with. Because you are something beyond this realm. I love you so much. And you brought so much humor into the show with Cass, dude. It was so funny. Cass, get out of my ass. I wasn't in your... Oh. Hey, ass butt. Ass butt?
Yeah. Hey, it worked.
Did you just Molotov my brother? And Cass is like... And Fred snaps.
And then suddenly he's back.
Well, yeah. Uh, Excellent. And then we get even a little bit more like lore on the Winchester family because Adam and his mom, right? Granted, they were already dead when Sam and Dean actually met them, but like we find a little bit more about John and why he was gone so much. Just awesome stuff, bro. What's going on with the internet? Why am I not like connected? It says it's strong. Oh
It
shit.
says it's on. Are we still recording?
I think so. That's fine. Oh dear. No internet connection. I think my laptop's just a little stupid. Oh, there it is. Connected. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Am I recording still? Hey, I'm still recording. Alright. That was pretty good. It's just pretty good stuff. Zachariah's death was pretty like compelling. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it so much. What's up?
Sorry. Marley texted and said paying for dinner and then heading out in case y'all want to pretend to be asleep.
Well, damn. That's a story for something else. But
Yeah.
all right. And now we're gonna have a drastic down. It's great. I'm just gonna fucking put it. No,
I thought you said season 7 was worse than season 6.
no, I don't.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Season 6.
No, wait. You didn't mind the Leviathan season.
No.
It just.
It posed a different threat. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Sorry.
Season 6 was just so boring. It's clear they didn't have like a clear vision of what was to come next because it was just so boring. It was oddly paced, and I don't know. It was cool seeing Sam soulless was very interesting. Seeing how they had Death bring his soul back with that wall in his head or whatever. Great stuff. I think seeing Death is always a plus. Seeing the original Death, anyways, the old guy Death, eating some pizza with his scythe and whatnot. Great. I think having a being called the Mother of All Evil has a lot of potential. However,
Should have done more with it.
She like created purgatory. No, she didn't create purgatory, but she was somehow created within purgatory. She created all the monsters, including the Leviathans. We'll talk about later. But she had 3 scenes. You see her 3 times, and then she dies because the season they're trying to balance that with the Raphael storyline with Cass and Crowley, and and it just doesn't work. And then I don't even remember what happened to Raphael. Oh, Cass kills him. That's right. Cass, when he absorbs like all the purgatory or whatever, he does it.
He absorbs all the souls and becomes super strong and
Fucking obliterates him. That's right.
yeah.
But like this, like there's not like an episode I remember, like a specific episode. There's dragons.
There's dragons.
The most disappointing version of dragons I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But hey, there's dragons. And then you see that snake around Sam's arm?
Uh-huh.
There's no snake.
There's no snake.
No, not at all. I think it's supposed to signify that he's soulless, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It represents that he's soulless.
but there's no snake. Dean got to live a nice life, but unfortunately had to leave that.
Mm-hmm.
And all, just season just
he did turn
sucked.
into a vampire.
He did. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Sam let it happen so that they could find the
Karen.
The top dog.
The alpha.
The alpha, yes.
Yes. Season 7, in my opinion, is a step above season 6. Not going to say a big step, but a step. I think the Leviathans were a very unique villain. The Leviathans gave the Winchesters a threat that they had never seen before. They had to hide. They had to be on the run. They had to be without the Impala. They had to, they were on the run from like the law, and which they've dealt with that before. but not like this. They've never been impersonated before. And the Leviathans, and they were scary. They were stronger than demons. They were stronger than angels. They were just these gluttonous fiends that seemed to be almost unkillable. And Dick was like an interesting villain. He was, as far as like, just like a slimy guy at the top of a corporation goes, I think he was really good. Where the season falls apart is that their one weakness is,
Bleach,
I was going to say cleaning materials, but yes,
basically
bleach. These are ancient creatures. Like these are one of the first things God ever created, right? And he was like, "Oh shit, these guys are fucked." Purgatory, y'all can have it, and just let them be because he just didn't want to deal with them. And their weakness is bleach.
It should have been like some like concoction with like the blood of a wizard and
Blood of a wizard.
rum and
I would be,
coconuts.
They never brought like coconuts.
I'm
What?
just saying this odd mixture. Like it should have been something like that.
They never introduced Jesus into this show, and I think it's for the better. But they could have been like the blood of Christ. They did that in like the 90s or whatever. So something. Get some angel grace. I don't know. Maybe the apple that Eve bit out of.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But no, it's just bleach. And then by the end of the season, they're just cutting their heads off. And although we know they're not dead, we just move on from them.
Separate them, then they can't like regrow back or whatever.
They'll reconnect.
And I mean, it was very anticlimactic.
And then the whole Bobby thing is tragic. I remember that episode. It is so sad. He wakes up just to call his boys idiots, just to die. And then everything with him becoming a spirit and being connected to the flask, really good. Mm-hmm. That reveal was so awesome because there was little hints here and there in episodes, and then the reveal happened. Balls! It was so good. And then him having to fully be let go. Really good stuff, bro. That, you can't get better than that. I love that. But overall, season 7, it's just by the end of it gets real wanky, and then Dean just gets sent to purgatory with Dick's death, and it's a whole thing.
Cass also gets sent to purgatory.
Yeah, Cass goes with him. That's right. And now season 8. Is season 8 when Sam is possessed by that angel?
No, that's season 9.
That's season 9. All right, I don't remember. See, season 8, 9, and 10, they all kind of blur together to me. And then it picks up with season 11, and then seasons 12 and 13 kind of blend together, and then 14 and 15 kind of blend together. Actually, no, 14's forgettable. I don't remember anything about it, and then I remember 15.
Season 8 is the trials.
Okay, so the tablets get introduced.
Yes. And we meet Kevin Tran.
Kevin, love Kevin.
Love Kevin. So
Charlie.
yeah, they're doing the Charlie. We love Charlie. She makes out with a fairy.
She does do that, yes.
Yeah.
Is this when Rowena gets introduced?
No.
That's later, yeah.
I'm in season 10 and she still hasn't come in.
Bro, what the heck?
I think she's introduced in this season. And I'm just like, come on, I need some Rowena. But yeah. So yeah, they do the trials to try and kill. They want to be able to kill Abaddon. And the only way they can do that is
with Cain and the blade, the first blade.
Yes.
And she's one of those knights of hell.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That's cool. I love rankings. Okay, I love seeing power levels here. So she's a stronger demon, and she proves that immediately when she gets stabbed by Ruby's blade, and she doesn't die.
Yeah. And we meet the Men of Letters.
Hold up. I'm having a memory. We're going back to season 5 for a minute because it holds my favorite episode, having a memory. Fucking, The one where Ellen and Joe die in, where they're hunting the devil.
Oh yeah, that one's heart wrenching.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about that.
No, I did too. Honestly, yeah.
Lucifer gets shot with a cult. That was like the bam and a boom. And then we learn that he's one of 5 things in the universe that thing can't kill. And we're like, what are the other 4 things? That's a video idea that I've thought about before. I don't think it means Lucifer specifically. I think it means archangels.
Yeah.
Because if it's Lucifer, then I mean obviously Michael would have to be another one, and then probably Gabriel, and then probably Raphael. So now there's 4 of them already are taking. So I'm like, no, it's probably archangels.
Yeah, I would say probably archangels as a whole.
But I digress. Back to season 8.
So I thought the trials were really cool.
Of course, Sam.
The whole concept of it was cool. At the end, they're trying to heal Crowley from being a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're shooting him up with holy or human blood that's been like blessed or whatever, and they're saying this spell over him, and it's killing Sam.
Yeah.
So Dean makes him stop, and so he's not fully cured.
Is Metatron introduced in this one, or is that season 9 as well?
Yes, Metatron is, because he manipulates Cass into helping him with his own trials to close the gates of heaven, but Cass doesn't realize that.
Yeah.
He thinks that he's saving the angels and saving heaven, and Metatron is actually trying to cast everyone out.
Metatron's an underrated villain. I think a lot of people get shit on him. I think it's very, slimy for sure. If you're not into slimy villains, I mean that's what he is. But I love that he is just like the word of God, and he's literally just his typist. He's just whatever he says, he types.
I think I'm wrong. I said they were going through the trials to try to kill Abaddon. I don't think it's right.
No, I think he's going through the trials to close the gates to heaven and hell.
Yes, okay, that's what it is. They're trying to close the gates of hell. That's what it is.
And they couldn't kill Abaddon. They didn't know how to, so she spent a lot of the season headless.
Yeah.
Decapitated.
Yeah.
But I love learning.
She does eventually come back.
Yeah, and I just love Cain, the first curse, the first blade, the lore on it, and how he's just so angry and hatred.
That's actually not till season 9.
God damn it.
See, that's where I was getting confused. I was like, wait a minute, I think I'm getting ahead of myself again. Yeah, the Mark of Cain and all that is season 9.
What the fuck is season 8?
Season 8 is the trials and trying to get the gates of hell closed. That's just basically all it is.
Oh, fuck season 8 then. I hate this season. Put it down here.
Like I said, I think the whole concept of it was really cool.
Yes.
With the trials. It would have been, I don't know if they could have done more with it. I don't know.
Wait a minute. I'm having a memory. Is it season 9 when Dean's a demon at the start?
No, that's season 10. Where I'm at now.
Oh, god damn it. I'm telling you, they just blur together. I should have just watched it all before doing this again. God damn it. Well, yeah. Fine. Okay. Season 9, I think it's clear. I like season 9 a lot better. Put it there. I'm putting.
Yeah, season 9 is...
Well, okay, so season 9, the big bad in season 9 is a Mark.
Well, no, it's Abaddon.
Okay, well, yeah. Abaddon.
Because Abaddon's all pissed off because Crowley is the king of hell, and she's like, he's a little pussy-ass bitch. Why is he the king of hell?
And he's like, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, yeah, but I'm going to beat you in a campaign.
More or less.
And he poofs out of there, and she's like, a campaign?
Like, votes? But then Politics? He goes to Dean and is like, the only thing that is known to be able to kill a Knight of Hell is the first blade. But they don't realize that that's Cain and the Mark and
he's been like living his own life for a while.
Yeah, he's been living under the radar. Nobody knows he's around. Like,
yeah, he killed most of the Knights of Hell, and then Abaddon escaped him. But he was just like,
because you learn that he fell in love with a mortal human. She died, and he promised her that he wouldn't kill anymore, and so he gave Dean the mark. And
Yes. Sorry, checking that.
no, you're fine. And they don't. No, Crowley takes the first blade until Dean is ready to kill Abaddon. Basically,
And they're like, we can kill Crowley now. And Dean was like, all right. And Crowley's like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm helping you here.
Yeah.
Moose. All the nicknames,
I
bro.
know. Moose and Squirrel. They're my favorites.
Well, actually, he has like a whole list for Dean. But then you get to Sam and it's just Moose.
Moose.
Because he's so freaking tall. All right. Right. I just like the whole Kane thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, season 10 is when Death dies. Or is that season?
Yes. So season 10 starts out. So season 9, Dean kills Abaddon.
Yeah, and then
he dies
from Metatron, right? It's one of their many deaths.
He dies. But then Crowley's all like, what Sam doesn't know is that whoever holds the first blade, yada, yada, yada.
It's the curse.
Demon.
It's the first curse.
It's a curse.
It's
so
the first
he becomes
curse.
a demon. And he takes off with Crowley. And now they're besties. And Crowley's like, let's do some evil stuff.
Well, season 10 starts and he's like, all right, so we gotta go back to work now. And Dean's like,
no,
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And you can try to force me, but I will kill you.
Yeah.
He was literally one of the most powerful demons there.
Oh, and also at the beginning of season 10, Cass lost his grace when the angels fell because Metatron took it as part of the spell. So he was human for most of season 9. He steals another angel's grace, and now that grace is like making him sick and he's dying.
Yeah.
At this
because he's like, it's like eating at his soul or something.
Yeah. It's like slowly killing
and
him.
Season 10 was the season where Sam is like possessed by that angel because Sam was Zeke.
Well, it's
not Zeke.
Not Ezekiel. It's
Gamma. Oh fuck.
It's Gadriel, something like that. Yeah, it was really weird.
And it was like a whole mystery because Cass was like, I went to war with Ezekiel. And it was just really cool because every episode was like, well, Sam gets knocked out, and we're like, we have a badass angel coming in to help us now. I mean, what was
season
his injury?
9
what
is when he's possessed by an angel?
Oh, season 9 is?
Yes, because he almost dies.
Okay.
From the trials, and he's like basically dead, and Dean's like, save my brother.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. We'll eventually get this figured out.
I do know in season 9 it's when Kevin dies, and that was very sad.
Because Gadriel killed him.
Yeah.
Because Metatron told him to. And he was in Sam's body at that time.
Yeah.
So, that was like another thing. Sam had to deal with that memory.
Poor Kevin.
Yeah.
Some Kevins deserve better. And then, is this the season where Charlie dies?
Season 10.
Season 10. Okay. We're on season 10.
Oh, we're on season 10? Officially? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, season 10.
That was so visceral, dude. That was so...
She's like dead in a bathtub. Like, what are you doing?
I don't remember who killed her. Was it Men of Letters? Was it the British? I think it was. No. Wait a minute. We're not introduced to the British Men of Letters. Yeah, we are.
They come in this season, along with Rowena. And it's whoever the big bad is, I think. And I don't know who.
Okay, wait a minute. I remember season 11 so well. Because season 11's Amora. I remember that.
I remember at the end of the season is when Dean kills Death.
Yes.
He gets rid of the mark somehow. I don't remember how. And Amora comes.
I know it's connected with him killing Death. I know. kills Death, and it's like, we thought that was impossible.
Yeah.
Um, he's got it. He's got it here,
Mm-hmm.
and they break it. But breaking it unlocks the cage, and Mora gets out.
Yeah.
And we're like,
I don't remember how exactly they go about doing it.
because Death was sitting here was literally just like, well, I'll put you on another plane, so you don't like go. So when you do go crazy, there's nothing for you to kill.
Yeah.
And Dean was like,
more or less, yeah.
I remember season 10 being wild because I just remember that. Oh, and Dean almost kills Sam and Cass too, because this is when he's like really going crazy with the mark, and he fucking like beats him to living hell or whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, I've literally just started season 10. I'm only on like episode 5, so I don't remember any of the middle stuff.
Damn it.
You know what we need to do?
Rewatch it.
We need to do a morbid and do like a rewatcher for Supernatural.
Oh, that would be so cool, dude. I want to do a podcast so bad.
I know.
That'd be so fucking cool.
We could just do an episode for each episode,
Yeah.
talking about the episode.
Yeah. Oh my god. That'd be so cool, dude. So season 10, it seems to have it ended on a very high dramatic note. I will say that. It had a fantastic ending. At least that. So I mean,
I'd put it in pudding.
pudding. I'll put it there. I'll put it above there. Sure. Season 11, one of my fucking goats, bro. I love season 11 so much.
All I remember is that Amora's in it.
Season 11, it like brought it back for me. I was like, oh hell yes, bro. Love this season. I don't think it deserves to be in that top tier with the first 5 seasons. But this, I was like, more of this. This hits it. This tickled my ball sack, and I fucking loved it.
Wow.
Everything with Amora, Crowley like grooming her essentially, and then she being like, see ya. And this connection with Dean that she has, and Lucifer, and that's another reason. Lucifer's back, baby. It's been 6 years, but he's back and he's glorious.
It's like I can kill her.
It's like I kind of like where he came from too, because he was like, I was there when my daddy did it. She was the reason he created us, me and my brothers, and I was there. I helped him put her away. I can do it again. And he just smiles. And then Sam's like, oh, but so if you win, it's just the apocalypse, right? Just, that's old news, pal. We're not doing that here. And he's like, come on. Apocalypse isn't that bad. And then, but there's just like this doom, because when Lucifer does get out, there's just like this feeling of one of them has to win. And then the hand of gods were really cool, just specific items that God touched. I feel like they should have brought that back. They dropped it after this season. I'm like, I mean, surely God touched other things. Like,
yeah.
I lost my train of thought. And then, of course, Lucifer, hand of God, beams of light. Amora lets it hit her. She like gets enveloped in light, and then the light ends, and she's like, all right, well, I guess it's time for me to win now. And she just bodies Lucifer in a way Lucifer's never been bodied before in his life. And they had a family reunion, and between aunt and nephew. Pretty nice. And at that moment, we're like, well, what hope do we have? He's the most powerful thing willing to fight against her, and he just got freaking humbled. Like a how do you trying to take down an Asian hornet. It's a new day, and we're now in my sister's room on the floor, as opposed to the couch out there.
What season were we on?
I don't remember.
11, I think.
Were we? We placed 11 down, and I lost my shoe. So
why? I thought season 11 was your favorite.
No, see, that was season. Wait a minute.
11 is a more.
No, that's 8. Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
No, yeah. You're right. Yeah,
What are
yeah.
you
11.
talking
Yeah,
about?
11 is awesome sauce up there.
Yeah.
Did you hear that car horn?
I did. It went honk.
Like a fucking goose. Anyways, all right. Yeah. So season 11 was Amora and all that great jazz, right? I just like Amora. I don't know.
I mean, she's an interesting character, especially since she doesn't exist.
Oh yeah.
And like
completely,
like, like you have the archangels, you have God, like people believe they exist. Amora was never like a thing.
But the thing is, I think it makes a lot of sense that Amora, the darkness, would exist in a natural world, because there has to be a darkness, right?
I mean, there does have to be that balance, yeah.
And I just really like that idea. And you find at the end that she's not even really a villain. No, not at all.
She just wanted to be loved.
She just wants to be loved, specifically by Chuck. I think when they left at the end of the series, or at the end of the season, I think they went off and had twin cest or whatever.
Twin cest, really?
Can I say that here? I don't know. I will say season 11 has one of my, I think it's one of the most heartfelt, because by season 11, Sam and Dean dying, that just wasn't a new thing. And we're like, all right, buds.
We're pretty used to that.
Yeah, but at the end of it, this one was different. When Dean was sacrificing himself, we're like, yeah, that's normal. But then he was like, it's the whole scene of him giving Sam the keys to the Impala. And I'm like, oh, they brought it back one last time. They actually made this highly emotional. It made me invested in it. And I was like, yes, I love that. I was like, because that's Dean's baby. Mm-hmm. Even when Dean died in season 3 and came back and Sam took over the Impala, he was like, what the F is this? What did you do to her?
Which makes me think about the beginning of season 10 when he's a demon. Sam really knows something's wrong because the Impala is like completely trashed. And Dean is just like, it's just a car.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, you need a cure.
that's the line. Not anything else before then.
That. It's not the people you've killed or the fact that you just up and left or whatever. It's not just a car.
Absolutely not. So season 12. So I do know this is the British Men of Letters. I know that one girl like tortures Sam for a while, and they're like the big bad. Oh, Mary's back. This is the season.
I was getting ready to say that's the season. I remember. The only thing I remember is that Mary's back.
Mary's back, and I remember Marley hated it. Marley hated her. She just found her so annoying. I'm like, bro, she's been dead for like 30 years.
Yeah, right.
Like, give her time to adjust.
Right. Like she died. Her kids were babies, and her husband was still alive. She comes back from the dead. Her boys are grown. She doesn't know them. John's dead.
John's been dead for years. Technology is everywhere these days. And she's like,
culture shock.
Yeah. So there's that. I think it was also season 12 where they started venturing in like other realities. Oh, it was the end of this where they first go to the apocalypse.
When they first rip it.
Yeah, because that's when Jack's born. And yeah.
Jack is born. Crowley dies.
We thought Cass died.
Yeah.
Mary and Lucifer get stuck over there.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a crazy finale. I would say I think most of season 12 was just very The British Men of Letters just weren't that. Yeah. I don't know. They're people, you know. You're just like, I mean, yeah, you can torture people and you can show the depravity of mankind, but like, you know,
you can only do so much with it before it gets like mundane. And
I mean, and I think even the writers do that because they had to bring Lucifer in to impregnate a woman so they could further on the next couple of seasons. I think season 12 is really saved by the finale there because, I mean, Crowley died. Which he died in the only way Crowley could die. No one else could do it. He's gone toe to toe with more powerful beings, Lucifer, Abaddon, just in his way. And he's like, and he doesn't sweat it.
Yeah.
It had to be himself.
It just killed me because I love Crowley.
Yeah. Absolutely. I loved
It
Crowley
was
too.
tough.
And then when Cass died, or when we thought he died, oh my God, the culture shock within me. I think I had an out-of-body experience of sadness.
Well, I mean, Cass has died his fair share of times too.
But this one just seems so final.
That's why I was like, Crowley's not dead. He's gonna come back. Everybody else comes back. Why can't Crowley come back? And then he didn't. And I'm like, nah.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
I would put it in pudding or Dean screaming.
Yeah. So that finale really does save it. It's just actually,
I would put it at the end of pudding. Just because the whole Lucifer thing with the baby, it's kind of interesting.
Okay, there you go. We'll do that.
Yeah.
So season 13. I do remember season 13. So Jack, he's out and about. He aged really fast, right?
Mm.
And Sam and Dean, they're just trying to get like their mom back or whatever. Not so much Lucifer. The Michael of the other universe becomes the threat in this one, right? The bad guy. I think this is a season where Michael gets stuck in Dean's head behind that locked door. Remember?
Oh, is it?
I think so.
See, I don't remember. All of these kind of blurred together.
It could be season 14. But I just feel like that was like way early before we got to like the end.
I feel like I remember that. I feel like he had locked him away and then he somehow gains control. And then in season 14 is when he's got control. Dean, but I could be wrong. I just
remember he gets out. It has to be a mid-season finale because we go away on break and then we come back and then I really do think all that would happen in season 13. I am positive. Okay. I'm
gonna trust your word. You remember these things better than I do.
Oh my God, I am. No, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Jack is just born. Wait a minute.
But he's born and he's like an adult already.
Yeah, he's an adult.
Like he just pops out full grown. Like, dude, no wonder your mother died.
Nephilim. I know those one creatures in that one episode that were so bad Lucifer feared briefly show up. Yeah, Lucifer feared them, and but they quickly closed the door on that, and then
it never
come back, and you're like, what's that about? Lucifer feared them. Oh, I think a cat's at the door. Hold on.
Oh, it's Phantom.
Screw Phantom. Not really.
Like all I remember, like these last 3 seasons really just blend together.
I remember season 15 really well.
I remember the Nothing comes into it.
Yeah, the Nothing comes in.
We meet Billy. She's the new Death. I don't remember. You don't remember. We're just going to put them all in the last tier and say, done with it. Because I don't remember them, which means they're not memorable.
We remember them. They're just...
Yeah, they just all blend together and should have just...
I love the history of the apocalypse world. I really love that.
Because that Bobby comes back.
Yeah, Bobby comes back. And it's just like this whole world of this what-if situation if Michael and Lucifer actually fought. And Michael won. And then God didn't come back. And then Michael just goes, well, fuck it. I'm God. He's just like, whatever. I like 13 better than...
Okay.
Oh, a memory occurred.
A memory did occur.
It's going at least above season 7. Okay,
I have no idea when this happened, but when Jack kills Mary.
Yeah, I remember that's.
And he loses his soul.
Yeah, he loses his soul. That's also right when Lucifer almost came back.
Is it?
Yeah, because everyone was like, "Oh shit, he's back," and then they're like, "Nah." Out of the empty.
I just remember that was the season finale. I don't remember what season it was.
That had to have been 13. Had to have been.
Yeah.
Because the season finale of 14 was them. Well, it was Chuck trying to get Sam and Dean to kill Jack, and then
yes,
and then
they had that
the gun, the equalizer.
Whoever uses it dies with the victim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they feel the pain.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Which was a big thing in season 14, moving forward from that. So I only remember the ending.
And then it's the beginning of season 15 where he's destroying all the worlds, right?
Yeah, it's when he starts.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait a minute. No, I think that happens in the second half. Because he can't leave this universe because of the bullet wound.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Sam shoots him, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So season 14, I think it's a pretty epic finale. It sets up Chuck as the bad guy because there was that box, that coffin that they were like, we're gonna throw Michael in there, and Michael can't get out. Yeah. And then something happens and he does get out. But then they're like, we're gonna throw Jack in there, and he can't get out. And then Jack gets out. And they're like, Nephilim, I see. And it was really then where we were like, yeah, Nephilims. They're pretty powerful. They're up there. They're above, like, archangels for sure in power. And then...
Which doesn't make any sense because they're half human.
Well, that's why. That's exactly why.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, but it's why.
Oh, okay.
Hybrids are always better than... Because you're the best version of both of them.
Yes.
So season 4, this is when no, Chuck shows up at the very end of this season. He comes back and we're like, oh shit, what is up? But like outside of that, I guess it is Michael. I guess Michael still is like the big threat moving into this season. It would have to be because there's nothing else. There was a Prince of Hell in season 13 because that's when Gabriel comes back and he kills him. It was Asmodeus. Asmodeus.
Oh, and I don't remember Gabriel coming back.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh my God, Sarah, bro! It was like this big moment.
I'm telling you, like
Gabriel doesn't die in season 5. He apparently gets kidnapped by Asmodeus, weakened, and then Asmodeus was like feeding on his grace. Because apparently Lucifer alluded to him being not as powerful as the other princes, so he had to make up for it by sucking on some archangel grace, weakening him, so he got to. Okay, well,
go with it, because yeah, I got nothing.
It was season 14 where Rowena actually dies, because in season 15,
another sad one.
Yeah. It sets up for great things, though.
Yeah.
You know, mother like son. You know, or son like mother like son. Yeah. Season 14 though overall, yeah, I'll put it right there. I guess. And then season 15, I mean,
I felt like it was kind of rushed. It wasn't like a full season, was it?
It was. It was just there was like months.
Okay.
Breaking up, like maybe a year or something.
It just felt like it wasn't as long as the other ones, and it just seemed rushed to me.
Rushed, definitely. They had a vision. Chuck is the bad guy, which means he's God, which means
how do you defeat God?
Well, you got to bring Amora back in, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, so she can be manipulated by him, right? And then because theoretically, Amora shouldn't be. Well, technically, she is more powerful because she's more destructive, but she's not really more powerful. But then he can play on her insecurities, and it's like, yeah. But in my opinion, you're like this celestial, non-sentient, well, sentient, but like being, not celestial, but like, I don't know, emotions, really?
Yeah, I just remember he like sucks her into him
at the end, and he has both of them. Yeah. My biggest complaint is that it's one episode too long.
Yeah, like
That second to
I
last episode.
thought after they killed God, that was it.
Well,
and then
they
I learned
depowered
weeks
him.
later.
Yeah, they depowered him. And
yeah, whatever. When they won, essentially, I thought that was it. And then I learned weeks later, no, there was like
one
one more episode.
Where Dean dies.
Yeah. Where Dean dies. And I'm just like, what?
I'm not against it because it shows that it doesn't matter for the main character. If you go on a dangerous hunt in a nest of vampires,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Doesn't matter how good you are. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter.
And for me, it just kind of comes full circle because Dean always said it would be the job that would take his life.
Absolutely. That's what he always wanted, and that's what he got. And Sam got to live a life.
He got to have a family and grow old. And
although that, oh man, the oldage on him, that CGI, that makeup, whatever, looked horrendous. He just looked like Sam with white hair. Yeah, everything leading up, Jack figuring it out, becoming it, right? I even like the first half. He brings Lilith back, right? And he's like depowered because he can't leave the universe. And he's like, God damn it. My main characters are fighting me. There was that episode where we got to meet Dean and Sam from another dimension. And they were like getting paid to do what they do.
Yeah.
Living the good life. And the Scooby-Doo episode happened in season 14. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think, in my opinion, that alone puts it there.
Give it up one notch.
And then there was the whole thing of breaking down Sam's hope. I like that episode. I do. Because it's always been there. Sam has always just been hopeful that they're just going to figure it out and they're going to find a way to win. And then he breaks it down. And I love that. Right. I just love that episode. I love the episode with the luck where God took away all their plot armor, essentially. And they had to go to that like bar or whatever and get their luck back.
Yeah.
So they suddenly had cavities and belly aches.
They had to go to Garth because he's a werewolf dentist.
And then like
they start having like all these health
They can't fight. They can't lockpick. Oh man, all this plot armor that they just typically have.
That was a good episode.
That was funny and it was really good. Yeah. It's really that later half. It gets really depressing because God is just destroying the universe. Yeah. I do like how he's just watching each universe through like
on
TV,
on
the TV screens, and he's like, all right. And then you just see them all slowly die.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves the store and bro, it's really good. But that second to last episode where they finally win, a lot gets thrown in there. You meet Third Death, right? Because Billy gets got, right?
Yeah.
That was something else. Throughout this entire season, you had like 4 major players, right? You had Death, you had the Empty, you had God, and you had Amor, right? You can throw Jack in there, but like, yeah. And it's just like, what is happening? Death is like, there's a way to kill God. I have him in a book. How we do it? I don't know. I gotta find it or something. And I felt like she spent 4 episodes doing that. And then she's like, I have it. And then she dies.
Which is just weird to me. You shouldn't be able to kill Death.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, I guess it's her scythe. It's the scythe. It's I don't know.
It's still just like you should.
The whole concept that Death just it's just the next Grim Reaper that died.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cop out. I feel like the original Death. I feel like he was like, I'm getting old and I can't do this anymore. I love that man.
I know.
I think
he was a good Death.
He was a fantastic character, bro. He had like this aura about him. Billy had none of it. Okay.
I just liked him because he kind of looked like a skeleton.
Yeah, and he just liked pizza too. He's like,
and
this pizza.
He was just very charismatic, kind of like Lucifer, like dry sense of humor and.
Yeah. So I mean, I think season 15 for what it was. There's more memorable moments. There's more memorable episodes. I think it
I'd
has.
put it at least in Dean screaming, like at the top.
I think I was going to put it in pudding.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
pudding.
That's fine too. I was like, I just don't think it deserves to be in the bottom.
No,
it definitely needs to be in one of those.
I also just didn't like what they did in the last episode. Not just Dean's death and the time jumps, and then I like them finding each other in heaven. I'm glad they both got to go to heaven, but it's like at the end where all the actors are just like, we'd like to say thank you for this, for joining us on this journey. Shut the fuck up. This needs to be in a bonus feature or something. Shouldn't be like in the episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe just something after the credits.
Yeah.
Like, stay in character. Come on now. All right. I understand this is a 15-season phenomenon.
It's a huge deal.
And most shows don't get anywhere near that. Some might say Supernatural should have not have come anywhere near that. I think I'm one of them. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. This is our ranking. I'm just looking back over it, seeing if I would just want to change some things. I'm really looking at this. I'm actually debating putting season 4 back down into awesome sauce. Yeah, those two can stay there. That's 8, right? Yeah, so it's an 8, 7. Yeah, I'll put it right there at the top of awesome sauce. I keep hearing things that they're like season 16.
They keep talking about it, but I'm just like, let it go.
Just let it go. Let it be.
Let it
you
go.
know, the thing Jensen Ackles did with the Waywards, that spinoff show about John and Mary, I don't think it was well liked. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either.
I think they messed up like timelines or something.
I mean, I feel like they would have had to. I don't.
Yeah, because John didn't know that they were hunters at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that Jensen and his wife came on to direct it. I'm glad that he still had like a passion for it. But I don't know. I didn't hear much of anything about it, which typically means it was bad.
List, so I'm gonna check it out. But
okay,
I don't have
much
hope for it.
right ahead. Right, you do that. Okay. But yeah, I think this is solid enough.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, just this whole mythos. I still want to just like do a video where I just put down my opinion of what like the timeline of the universe happened, or like this multiverse or whatever, the omniverse or whatever the heck. I don't even know if that's a thing or not, but like just from the start, the very beginning, right? I am confident it was the empty. I am confident that it was here first. Okay, I don't know why. I just have a feeling. Because
I mean, it makes sense because there's nothing, and then God came along and made something. So it would make sense that the empty was there.
It was like empty. this vast voidness, and then there was light, but because there was light, there had to be dark, and then it was just them and this abstract thing back there that I don't know if they knew about, but it's just there in the background, and they're like, all right. And yeah, I'm still thinking about doing that video. I don't know if I will or not. Just crazy. I like to be like this. Is when the archangels and the angels were made, and then death, and then the Leviathans, and then Eve, and then purgatory, and then hell, and all of that. I want to sit down and just really like just
flesh it out.
Yeah. But anyways, that's nothing to do with this video, and I might not even do it. So who knows? But anyways, you want to try doing my outro?
That never works. Go subscribe to his TikTok and Instagram.
I think that's following, but okay.
Whatever. And
those will be in the description.
Yeah, and
like and subscribe.
And all that great stuff. Peace.
Okay, John.
As many times as I've listened to this, and I still just don't know it.
All right. Take it easy, guys. I don't know, hug your mom, drink some water, do something good for
Pet
you.
your cat.
Pet your cat, bro, even if they don't want to be pet, because
You should just do it anyway.
do it anyways. Maybe go get a dog.
Don't do that. Stick with cats.
Stick with cats. They're better.
They're so much better.
And don't drink bleach. Okay, see y'all later. Peace.